In this walkthrough of Remembering World War I, I'm going to outline the basic functionality of the tablet app and its main features. With this app, the aim is to explore the look and feel of World War I, not to be a substitute for a textbook. And we are hoping that our audiences can do this through raw content exploration and through the creation of their own narrative collections. We built this app specifically for teachers and local museums in mind. For teachers to be able to reuse these primary sources in the classroom, and for local institutions to use as a resource in local programming. And we hope both will create their own collections to help enrich the stories of World War I that they are telling. This is a look at the resource pages we've created for both audiences that you can find on the app's main landing page. Now we're entering into the app, and you'll see right away that we're inviting discovery of NARA's content in the form of thematic collections. Since we have over 100,000 World War I era photographs and hundreds of reels of films digitized as part of NARA's larger wartime films project to feasibly work with, we really look to teachers during the testing phase to help us prioritize the topics that would help them teach World War I in the classroom. You can also see that our national partners from the Library of Congress, Smithsonian's National Museum of American History, and the National World War I Museum and Memorial have also added primary source content into the app. You can filter collections by popular, the latest added, and alphabetically, as well as switch to a list view if that's easier. You can also use the search bar to do a keyword search as an alternate way of exploring. Here you can see my results for searching trenches, which brings up any NARA, partner, or user-created collection relating to that term. In the search results, you can also view item results, which excitingly lets you filter by item type. So if you'd like to view either films or photos specifically, you can do that here. Other ways of exploring the app are through topics, which teachers have mentioned would be particularly useful for the classroom. These group together all tagged items in the app relating to the topics shown here, and the way you browse topic results will be very similar to browsing collections, which I'll get to soon. Every item uploaded into the app has been extensively tagged, and you can browse all these tags in the Tags section, with the results listed just like they are for topics. And finally, the Curator section shows anyone who has created a profile in the app or who has contributed content. And clicking on any of these will bring you to their profile pages where you can see any collections they've created. You'll also see that there is a filter for teachers on the left. When you sign up for an account in the app, you'll be able to tick a box indicating whether or not you're a teacher. If you tick the box, your profile will show up in the Teachers section there, so fellow teachers will be able to see and reuse any teacher-created collections in their classrooms. Again, teachers and museums will be able to reuse any of the thematic collections shown here. And we're starting to invite local institutions with World War I collections to contribute their own content too, so that the app can become a national hub for World War I primary sources our audiences can engage with. This is a look at a typical collection in the app, and you can see that on the main page you'll be able to favorite collections that you want to save for later. Viewing items within the collection, you'll see all the metadata on the left, such as the description, date, tags, and link back to the original entry in NARA's catalog. For the films, as much as possible, we're adding scene information found in the original production files for the films, which give us detailed information about locations, who is depicted in a scene, and more. This is the first time this information is being associated together, which is really exciting. So let's say I'm a teacher who wants to add this film clip to a collection on technology in World War I. First of all, I can enlarge it by clicking the magnifying icon on the right. And then, clicking the plus button on any item will let you add it to a collection. So I'm clicking it here, and you can see I've already created a Technology in World War I collection. To view my collection so far, I can click my profile icon in the upper right-hand corner to go to my profile page. And as you can see here, all of my collections are gathered in one place. I can also see all of my favorited collections here as well. So let's go into my Technology in World War I collection. I'm going to click Edit in the upper right-hand corner to go to the Edit Collection page. When you first start a collection, you'll be able to add in a title, edit who is creating the collection, add a collection description, and also chapters to help you build your narrative. I've already added a chapter in on communication, which you can see here, and below it you can see the film clip I just added in. All items you add to your collection will retain the original metadata, as you can see, but you will also be able to add your own captions as well. You can also add tags to items you add to your collection. I noticed that there is no communication tag to go with this clip, for example, so I'll add that in. In addition to adding items to your collection when browsing the app, you can also do an inline search. If you click the large plus button on the bottom of the edit page, you have the option to either add another chapter or do a search. So I'm going to click search. Since my chapter is on communication, I'm going to do an example keyword search for telephones. Here are my results, including the clip of soldiers using the trench telephone that I just added in earlier. There are some great photos here depicting women who helped the war effort by operating switchboards both at home and on the front, so I'm going to select one of these to tell my story. On this page, you can select as many results as you'd like, then press Add to Collection. So here's my item, which you can see was added below my previous clip. Once you're happy with your collection so far, you can scroll to the top of the page and click Save Changes. And now I'm going to have a look at my collection. You can see that any collection you create has the same clean design as the other curated NARE collections in the app. By default, any collection you create is private while you work on it. But once you're ready to make it public, all you have to do is click the Make Collection Public button at the top of the collection page. So there you have an example of adding an item to a collection and editing it. To reiterate, you must first create a free account within the app in order to do this, as well as to gather together favorites. While the main collection section of the app will show only NARA and institutional partner content for easy access to primary sources, you'll be able to view any collections teachers or users have created in the Curator section.